My name is Dr. Geeta Ganesh, and the title of my presentation is Driving Safety in Multiple Sclerosis. The goals of this presentation are to identify symptoms of MS that can impact your driving, discuss how the motor vehicle departments of Kentucky and Indiana handle the reporting of medical issues, and discuss the importance of formal driving evaluations. Information on handicap placards will also be given. A separate presentation by our occupational therapy departments will provide more details on a formal driving evaluation and adaptive equipment. Please note that this presentation does not discuss the requirements for commercial driver's licenses, which may have higher standards of safety. Patients with MS can experience many symptoms that affect driving. Symptoms that impact your ability to drive include weakness of the arms or legs, stiffness or muscle spasms, loss of sensation in hands or feet, impaired coordination, slow reaction time, fatigue, seizures or loss of consciousness, vision impairment including double vision, loss of color vision, and blurry vision, cognitive problems including memory impairment, disorientation, and attention impairment, mood changes, and medication effects such as drowsiness. Many patients know that they are unable to drive while others aren't sure. Signs that your driving is a problem can include crashes, multiple near misses, or moving violations. If people do not want to be passengers in your car while driving, this could also be a clue about your driving safety. A state's Department of Motor Vehicles creates the guidelines for driving. Multiple sclerosis by itself does not prevent someone from driving in a state. Many states rely on drivers to disclose symptoms that could impact their driving. Failure to disclose medical conditions that might affect your driving could result in legal penalties and denial of insurance claims. Once a safety concern has been reported to a Department of Motor Vehicles, reevaluation of driving skills or reinstatement of driving privileges may require a medical report form from a physician or a formal driving evaluation. Remember, medical reviews by a board set up by the Department of Motor Vehicles can take time. Do not allow your driver's license to expire before the process is complete. In Kentucky, the DMV has guidelines for certain medical issues. For seizures, a licensed driver must be seizure-free for 90 days. Physicians are not required to report patients who have had a seizure. Physicians and certain other individuals in the community can report your seizures to the Medical Review Board if you don't disclose this information to the DMV. Regarding vision, you must have a visual acuity of at least 20 out of 60 or better in at least one eye. You must have at least 35 degrees of vision to the right or left of midline and 25 degrees of vision above or below a midpoint. An eye doctor can assist with determining if you meet these guidelines. The Medical Review Board for Kentucky's DMV consists of ophthalmologists, neurologists, psychiatrists, and rehabilitation specialists who live in Kentucky. This board has the authority to advise the Division of Driver Licensing based on medical reports it receives. The Medical Review Board is not aware that problems exist unless the following happens: a driver self-reports an episode of blacking out, loss of consciousness or seizure. A physician, attorney, county clerk, circuit clerk, or judge reports that someone is incapable of driving safely. The driver's official record kept by the Transportation Cabinet indicates the possibility of physical or mental impairment, or at least 2 citizens have submitted an affidavit to the Medical Review Board stating a person is incapable of driving safely. This is an overview of the rules and regulations as of the date of this presentation. Please be sure to review current guidelines at www.drive.ky.gov. Driving guidelines in Indiana are set by the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. There is no seizure-free period required before a licensed driver can drive in Indiana. If a driver in Indiana fails the standard vision screening, they must present a statement from an eye doctor confirming their vision has been corrected to meet state requirements. Some medical conditions can cause a person to appear intoxicated when they are not. Unfortunately, multiple sclerosis is one of these medical conditions. In Indiana, a physician can sign a statement stating that you have a diagnosis that causes you to appear intoxicated. This is an overview of the rules and regulations as of the date of this presentation. Please be sure to review current guidelines at www.in.gov. The Driverability Department in Indiana can evaluate a person's ability to safely drive. Written requests to investigate a person's ability to drive can come from medical professionals, law enforcement, court officials, a power of attorney, family members, or any concerned citizen. The department can request additional medical information from a driver. If a driver ignores this request, the department can suspend his or her driving privileges. Formal driving evaluations are one way to determine your safety for the road. These evaluations are typically done by a certified occupational therapist or a driving rehabilitation specialist. They can include an office-based assessment or behind-the-wheel road test. The specialist assesses your strength, range of movement, coordination, sensation, and motor speed. They also assess your visual acuity, depth perception, color vision, and road sign recognition. Additionally, they evaluate your cognition, including memory, visual searching skills, and visual spatial relations. Once the specialist evaluates you, they make recommendations that can be sent to a medical review board. These recommendations comment on what types of roads are safe for you, how far you can drive, and whether you can drive at night. They also recommend adaptive equipment that can help you drive better. Some people with MS can still drive but have difficulty walking to their destinations. A disabled parking placard can help. For most states, the use of any assistive device would qualify a person for disabled parking. Conditions that require a person to rest after walking a short distance are also included. Remember that parking close to a facility may help with energy conservation. Your healthcare provider can sign the DMV's disabled parking placard form. Losing the ability to drive can impact a person both socially and financially. The loss of independence can be scary for anyone. But the ultimate goal when making this serious decision is to ensure that you and others are safe on the road. Talk to your healthcare provider if you have questions or concerns about driving abilities. As part of the comprehensive care at Norton Healthcare, we provide a formal driving evaluation for anyone that requests it. Thank you for listening to this part of our driving presentation. A second segment will include information from an occupational therapist. For more information on driving safety and MS, please check out the National MS Society's website.